Hi, everybody. My name is Mary Beth Louise, and I am with Your Title Group, and I'm here with Michelle Rubiera Perez with Mary Kay. Um, Real quick, thank you to Your Title Group. We are today's sponsor, and at Your Title Group, we provide seamless and reliable title and escrow services to ensure smooth and secure real estate transactions. Our dedicated team is committed to delivering exceptional service and peace of mind for every client. Trust us to handle your transactions with expertise and integrity. So today, as I said, we are talking with Michelle Rubiera Perez, and she is with Mary Kay. And Michelle, I just want you to start telling us a little bit about yourself. Give us some background.
Some background, well, that's always a hard question, right? We can go way back. But relating to Mary Kay, I was a busy teacher and college student when Mary Kay found me, I guess. And I was just looking for something temporary. And I kind of just said yes on a whim and looking for something to make some extra income on an as-needed basis while finishing a graduate program at UCF, go Knights. And what I have found in the last 24 years is that Mary Kay has been the best self-development program that I get paid to take. And it's been part of every aspect of my life and through marriage and children and all of that till today. So I am open to any specifics that you want to know, but that is, in a nutshell, my Mary Kay, how we started and where we're at.
Okay. What do you think sets you apart in this business?
What sets me apart? First, I'd have to say what sets Mary Kay apart is that they are a privately owned, direct selling skincare and cosmetics company. They are the number one direct selling skincare and cosmetics company in the world by Euromonitor. And what sets me apart, I think, is my commitment, aside from my longevity, almost 24 years with Mary Kay, is my commitment to my, not only my community, but to my clients and my customers. They really do become family in my opinion.
So, 24 years with Mary Kay. How has your business evolved over those 24 years? Like from the beginning till now, with changes with your family dynamic? How has it evolved?
Oh wow. Okay, so trying to go back, way back. I was a newlywed when I started my business in 2001, and there wasn't a whole lot of internet yet. There wasn't a whole lot of texting. There was no social media, and the way we acquired business was a little bit different. Still the same, but I think there was a lot more of events and focusing more on referrals, which is still important today, but there were less ways to grow your business, and I really just relied on holding my appointments, my parties, and who they knew that they would share me with. And then today I find that I'm doing way more community involvement and meeting people that are prospective customers and again are potentially part of uh, my circle of influence through networking and through doing different things in the community to give back. So it's definitely more, I focus a little bit more on serving the community and service to grow my business than just finding who my next client will be.
Wonderful. And I do want to take a quick break and give a shout out to Portillo's. They are our sponsor today, so they're hosting us today. Um, so
Join us for lunch after.
Yes, join us for lunch after. Um, so with everything evolving and changing, and then social media coming into our world, I know that you are on social media. Tell me what you do, what platforms you are on, where we can find you, and what's your favorite social media platform and why.
Okay. Um, I'm easy to find on most platforms. My handle is at MK Michelle RP. MK for Mary Kay. Michelle is my name. Rivera Perez my last name. So at MK Michelle RP keeps it simple for me across Facebook and Instagram. And I may have a handle on some of the others, but you don't find me there as much. And I would say Facebook is my preferred, probably because of my age and what was most popular and present at the time I got on social media. And I do have the it does link, so a lot of what you do on Facebook ends up on Instagram as well. The way I like to use my social media, and it is very different for everybody. There's no right or wrong. It's just what feels right for you. And me as an individual, I really like forming the connection with my clients and my community in person, and then use my social media as a way for them to continue to seeing me show up. I don't necessarily use my social media to seek new business. I do from time to time do things that will put me in front of new audiences, but a lot of times it's to foster that relationship with my existing audience.
Okay, awesome. Like top of mind.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I don't want them to forget me when they're looking for their skincare. So with all the other ads that are out.
Yes, understood. Actually, I have to give her a shameless plug. I just recently got the Mary Kay Clinical Solutions from Michelle. I absolutely love it. It's like Botox in a little tube.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit. Well, I can tell you about it.
I can tell you all about it. It is on our newest catalog, one of our newest items. I would definitely try the Mary Kay website. If you already have a beauty consultant that you work with, please go to her website, but mine is maryk.com/mrubiera-perez. And we call it Skip the Syringe. The dynamic wrinkle limiter is an alternative to a well-known industry injectable for line reduction, and it's 76% as effective, and it's been third-party tested, and everything Mary Kay is 100% guaranteed. So I always tell people there's no risk to support your Mary Kay beauty consultant's business, because if you don't like it, she can help you find something that you will like or return your money. Mary Kay backs us up 100%, and I love that, because they're telling me that I can have confidence in the product because I can share it with somebody, and if they don't like it, which rarely happens, they can give their money back. So it really gives me confidence in sharing the products, because I do believe that they under promise and over deliver with the products.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I have very expressive lines on my face, so it's definitely helped with all that. So I will be coming back for more. Another thing I wanted to ask you, are there any upcoming events that you're going to be involved in, or initiatives that you're going to be involved in?
There's always something community-based that I am trying to stay part of. And what I'm currently doing right now is holding online Hydra sessions. So we still do all of the fun things that you may know a Mary Kay beauty consultant to do: in-home parties, one-on-ones, things where we can connect and you can share the products. But thanks to Zoom and the virtual world, we do have a lot of fun on Zoom. So I'm doing virtual Hydra sessions. Our goal is for my team 100 plus each quarter. So we are working on our first 100 in Q1. There is an opportunity for you there's a Google form that I can send clients that want to be part of it. They choose a date and I send them the cutest, I didn't bring one with me, but the cutest pink bag with a headband and all the samples they would need to have a very nice, relaxing Hydra session from home with a group of other women on Zoom. So I am also doing a $250 Amazon gift card drawing at the end of Q1 for those 100, the first 100 of 2025. So if you'd like to know more, it costs you nothing. You get to experience the great products from your home. I'd love for you to be part of our initiative to get Mary Kay Hydra sessions into 100 bathrooms this quarter.
Awesome. Now, what does it look like? So that's if you're doing a virtual session. What does it look like if you're going to come to my house or my place of business and do a session? What would that look like?
The exact same.
Okay.
Basically, it is the exact same. It just allows another way for us to meet people where they're at. Mm-hmm. So I can bring all of the things with me day of and walk you personally, or you and a group, or your group of clients or staff, whoever you're wanting to appreciate and pamper. And we would do it all together there, or I deliver your packet to your doorstep if you're local, or in the mail otherwise, and we all show up on Zoom and I walk you through the process together.
Okay, wonderful. Now, speaking of upcoming events, the Chamber actually has a couple upcoming events that I want to point out. Again, we are at Portillo's. Come join us for lunch today. But first upcoming event is the East Orlando Feast in the East Orlando Chamber Feast in the East. It is going to be Thursday, February 27th from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock at the Avalon Park Pavilion. Everybody come on out, get your tickets.
Come hungry.
Yes.
Lots
come
of food.
hungry.
Definitely come hungry.
And then other upcoming events we've got this week are, of course, today, Testimonial Tuesday, and then the EOCC Great Lunch Adventures. Then we've got Real Estate Connections. Oh, this is the one in Lake Nona. Lee Vista, that is tomorrow. And then Coffee Club East. And then T-Shirt Friday, Nadini Printing and Marketing Solutions. So join us for all the upcoming events. All right, back to this. Let me see. Speaking of the Chamber, what advice would you give to someone who's looking to join the Chamber?
I think with any community organization that you become a part of, I feel that you're going to get the most return from your investment is through your time and involvement. Joining any organization basically just gets you on a list, right? You get to be part of the club, but nobody really knows who you are, what you do, unless you show up. So I do find being part of local chambers and other groups for several years, I do find that the people that are showing up are the ones that are making the most connections, therefore getting the most business benefit out of it, because you definitely want to get a return on your investment, especially as a small business. So I think it's important for you to, with that commitment of your financial contribution to be part of the club or the organization or the chamber, that you show up at least occasionally so people know who you are and they can begin to know, like, and trust you.
I agree. Fun fact, Michelle and I, we've known each other for quite a few years. We actually met at a chamber event. And, people go, well, you actually work with the people that you are in the chamber with. And I can honestly say that, yes, we have been each other's clients. We have done business together. Even though our businesses are completely separate, I'm entitled, she's in the business of making you beautiful. We were able to work together. So it is amazing how you forge these connections coming to all the chamber events. So let me ask you this. How can people connect with you? What is the best way to connect with you if they're looking to either join your team or set up just a beauty day? What's the best way to connect?
You brought up a good point, because not everybody knows that I do build a team in my Mary Kay business. But the best way to connect with me is any way you would connect with anyone else. Whatever you would do to connect with your best friend. If it's by text, if it's by Facebook Messenger or Instagram, I am happy to take your call. And I've even started using WhatsApp because I have clients that's their preferred way. So I try to meet my clients where they're at. And, sometimes the text is easier, but I do love that hear your voice, hear my voice kind of thing. So don't hesitate to just give me a call. I might actually answer. So something is brought to my attention. There's a Pink Doing Good campaign, and Mary Kay does a lot of good. You can find some of that in the I think the website or the handle might be Mary Kay Global. You can find U.S. things more based on the products at Mary Kay U.S. And Mary Kay has a lot of initiatives in the world. There you can find their Pride Points. Mary Kay's been around over 60 years. I think it started in 63, so I think this will be year 62. So some of the things that you might not know as just a general consumer of skincare or lipstick is that zero goes to landfills in the production and manufacturing of Mary Kay. Not everybody knows that. It is a company, a U.S. brand in Texas. It has a global manufacturing plant where everything is produced there. And then they've had recycling initiatives as well. They've planted over 1 million trees. throughout the entire United States, and they do a lot for the community and for the world, our planet, not just to sell lipstick. Something people don't know is is about the Mary Kay Foundation, that for many years, I don't remember the number of how many millions have already been raised on two fronts. One, to eradicate domestic violence and keep domestic shelters open. They have a grant program. So if you know somebody in a position that makes decisions with a shelter, a women's shelter, have them look up when they can look for the dates to apply for the sponsorship or the scholarship. I'm not sure what the right term is, but they're grants that Mary Kay gives domestic violence shelters, and then also to find cures for cancers that affect women. Is there anything else?
Well, tell me this. So you were talking earlier about having a team.
Yes.
We've all heard about Mary Kay and pink Cadillacs and all the things you have to do. What does it look like if you were to want to be part of your team or just Mary Kay in general? How would that look?
So I love that Mary Kay can be a fit for whoever, and I hate to say everybody because it's like really everybody, but I do find most people come into Mary Kay already have a busy schedule, are either parents or students or have other obligations. So they don't come into Mary Kay looking to have a 40-hour-a-week availability. Most people, I believe, come into Mary Kay with an already full plate, but they need a little something extra. For some people, it's a little extra money. For some people, it's a little bit extra girlfriend time, or being part of a community. And what I like to do when somebody wants to join Mary Kay or when I'm sharing Mary Kay is finding out where they're at, what they want to get out of the Mary Kay business. And I love putting together that puzzle of helping them find ways to make that happen with their already busy schedule. And then there are times when people find that it is more profitable to spend a little bit more time in their Mary Kay business, and then they decide to do that. And I work with them to help them become leaders at that point too.
Okay, we do have a question coming in. We want to know about sustaining the earth for future generations.
Okay. Mary Kay, like I said, they have a corporate recycling initiative. They also, one of the things that they do, and I don't know all the things that they do because they do way more than I can keep up with, but also our packing peanuts. You know, we order our products wholesale from Mary Kay. We sell it retail to our customers, and the packing peanuts dissolve. They're made out of potato starch. So one of the ways that they make sure that they're not adding to the problem is through that. And then also with zero going to the landfill, so zero landfill designation that the factory has. 100% renewable energy as well at manufacturing.
Okay, wow. Going back to the team, if I was to join your team,
Yes.
how would I learn the business? Is that something you would teach me? Are there training courses? How do I learn it? Like, say I'm coming into it completely green. I don't know how to put makeup on. Like, what's the process?
That is exactly where I was. My background was education and psychology. I knew nothing about selling a product. I knew very little about putting on makeup, if any. I just kind of knew where it went. Lipstick goes on your lips. I knew that, right? Eyeshadow on your eyes. And at this point, there are a lot more resources. It's kind of like having a buffet. And I got this analogy from somebody that I appreciate in Mary Kay. I heard it years ago. And you come in and you decide how much you want from that buffet and how many times you want to go back to the buffet for more. We have basically little modules online, but really when you sign up with Mary Kay, it kind of marries you to me to help you find out what you're looking for and then help you get the results you want. And so I may be spending time with you one-on-one and kind of just coaching or role-playing, or spending some time with you while you're booking appointments and see, how we can get you the result that you're looking for, and or it may just be let's connect in a few days and kind of check in and evaluate what you've already done. So it really is a customized step-by-step process based on your personality style, on your needs, but I kind of come in and help guide you along the way. And sometimes we need to slow down and sometimes we need to speed up. So
Okay, awesome. Now, we did have another question come in, and they want to know what are there any seasonal promotions or product launches coming soon?
Yeah, so a couple of things that Mary Kay does is they spend a lot of time on research and development, and they do seasonally bring in some fun items that are just for the season. So I tell people if it says limited edition next to it, jump, and you like it, jump on it. Get 2, 3, 5, because sometimes they run out and they don't come back. Sometimes it's kind of a test to see what people are liking and what they need to bring back. So sometimes we do see some of those products come back.
Now, what about, I know in the past you guys have had self-tanners. Do you see them bringing those back for the spring, summer months, or?
Yeah, so we did have a great one for years, and I think just due to low sales, not enough people knew about it. I say that falls on us. We didn't tell enough people about how wonderful it is. We do have our bronzing bronzer coming back, which I know many people were disappointed when it went away. In a couple of weeks, you'll be able to start seeing that online for the spring line. Okay. And we'll have an SPF 30 launching an SPF 50. You can also, there's a purchase for a beautiful Mary Kay beach towel when you get the sun bundles. Okay. And so what did I leave out? I think somebody's...
Yeah, there's another question.
Yeah, there's asking.
Can you try the product prior?
Definitely try before you buy. Mary Kay's been saying that from day one. Sometimes it's with samples, and sometimes it's when we're in person. So we have demos. Not everything comes in sample form. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense to have that product in sample form. But I love the 100% buyback guarantee. So if we didn't have a sample and you wanted to try it, you can still give it back to me for a full refund if you were not satisfied.
So if I buy a foundation and I'm not happy with the color, I just let you know.
Yes.
And you will have it sent back, and we'll...
Yep, the first thing we'll do is say, okay, let's figure out if we can get the right color, which usually we can. And then if we just can't, well, maybe you just don't like the way it feels on your skin, we would just give you your money back.
We have another question. Can you guide someone with a specific skin complaint, like acne or dry skin?
Yeah, one of the first things that I do a lot of times, if you do end up on my Google form to schedule your Hydra session, you will see a question there like, do you have a certain skin concern? Is there something I can help you with? We have 5, maybe 6 skincare lines designed for each area of skin needs, whether it's acne or anti-aging or something similar or something for a sensitive skin, and even a men's line. We also have the Clinical Solutions, which is a dermacosmetic line, so kind of dermatology and cosmetics married and had a baby. So we find where you're at and find the product that works for you. Something I like to tell people all the time is I like to take the guesswork out of your skincare and save you time and money with Mary Kay.
Okay, awesome. I see we have another question coming in, but real quick, what is your personal favorite product? What was your life-changing Mary Kay product over the past 24 years?
That is so hard because I do consider myself somewhat of a minimalist when I'm using products because I'm just try to be a simple girl when I can. But what I do find is one thing that I put on every day without fail is the foundation primer. It has SPF 15, so it does give me a little bit of sun protection. It glides on so smooth and fills in all the little nooks and crannies. So even if I'm just throwing on a little CC cream for a little bit of light coverage or a full foundation, I just always find myself, no matter what, grabbing for that.
Okay. And that kind of ties in with one of our next questions. Obviously, you're gorgeous. So you are the perfect Mary Kay muse. So what is your routine? You said you're a minimalist. What would you say, to anybody that's looking for a good, basic, minimalist skincare routine? What would you recommend?
It would depend on a couple of things, their lifestyle and their budget. And that's what I talk about with people when I have a client come to me, it's like, okay, what do you want your skincare to do for you, and what are you willing to spend for it? I don't want people to invest more than they're comfortable with, and I don't want people to buy things that they're not going to use, because it doesn't do anybody any good if it's just sitting in a drawer or on the counter. The line that I use is the Time Wise Repair, because it is designed for advanced signs of aging, and I started early with that, so that way I would be doing more preventative. And outside of that basic skincare line, there's a few things that I like to use, like the dynamic wrinkle limiter in certain areas to help prevent. But it really just depends on your lifestyle and your budget. But I'm sure I can find something for everyone.
Well, speaking of budget, so what is it comparable to? Or are there even any deals that you can get coming up, BOGOs, that sort of thing?
So deals and bundles. Each Mary Kay independent beauty consultant runs her own business. So we are given some freedom to have a sale or a bundle for our personal clients. And what I do find is, if you look at Mary Kay's price point, it's a price point that I think everybody can find manageable. And because of that, I find that we don't really need to discount the products. But I always say, check with your beauty consultant. There might be something she's got going on individually for her clients.
Okay.
Some consultants might have a birthday club or a veterans discount or something of that nature. But I would inquire with your Mary Kay beauty consultant.
Okay, wonderful. And real quick, another shout out again. We are here at Portillo's. Come join us for lunch. And real quick, upcoming events. You have the Chambers Feast in the East. And of course, go to the calendar to see this week's upcoming events. And then how do we get in contact with you?
Yes, how can you get in contact with me? Before that, I will tell you, sometimes people are looking for a discount or a way to get Mary Kay for less than the recommended retail. And I always tell people, be a hostess. The best way for you to get a discount is through hostess credit. So when you decide to share Mary Kay beauty session online or in person with a few of your girlfriends, a beauty consultant can then give you some points towards free products. So that is the best way. I do know several beauty consultants that are now beauty consultants that started as hostesses, because they realized that one, they could get some products for free. They loved them enough to call their friends over, and then realized that they could profit from their friends' reorders, so they became beauty consultants. But I am easy to find on Facebook, facebook.com, I don't know, at MK Michelle RP, however you would do that, right? Or also Instagram, but my phone number is 407-258-1088 is the phone number you can reach me at. And mkmichellerp@gmail for email, marykay.com/m-Rubiera-Perez for website. But a great place to find me is at a chamber event.
Awesome. And speaking of the chamber, today's sponsor for the lunch is Your Title Group, who I'm happy to be a part of. Your Title Group provides title insurance and closing services for our clients. We are conveniently located. We have multiple locations to serve you all over the Central Florida area. Your Title Group has experienced title closers like myself who are there. We can do mobile closings, in-office closings, really whatever you're looking for. Our focus is on customer service. But thank you again to Your Title Group for being the sponsor today. Again, thank you to Portillo's. Come join us for lunch today. And Michelle, let's see, if you had to describe your business in one word, what would it be and why?
Can we hyphenate it? Life-changing. Maybe life-changing.
Right.
I think it's the best decision I've made since choosing my husband.
Wow. That's a big one.
It really does come through everything in my life. I think just the education and mentorship has transferred not just business, but also personal.
And then what are the key benefits of being with Mary Kay?
Key benefits of being with Mary Kay as a customer or a consultant?
Consultant.
As a consultant, you get to learn about all the fun things before the consumers do. you do get a consultant discount, and it gives you an opportunity to really be a person of influence, helping people look better, feel better, which boosts their confidence so that they can do better. And then on the business sense, it does allow me the opportunity to continue to teach and help other women build a business along their busy schedules.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Michelle. And one more time, I wanted to remind everybody about Feast in the East. It's coming up Thursday, February 27th, 5 to 8 p.m. Again, Mary Beth Louise with Your Title Group with Michelle.